How are you? Welcome and welcome back to my channel, Rose Serpent Oracle. My name is Nela Maat, and today, my loves, we are going to channel messages from our most beloved ancestors. We're going to use the coffee ground. We're going to tap into the energy of the earth to ask our beloved mother for messages, okay? All right, my loves. After that, we will use an oracle or tarot or both. Let's see. Everything I do is intuitive, and so let's rock and roll. All right, my loves. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay. Right away, I heard Scorpio. I see a Scorpio. 100%. Scorpio. Okay, so when we're dealing with Scorpio, we're talking about fixed water, all right? So some of you might be feeling some kind of intensity, all right? All right. It is important to open yourself up to embracing whatever comes your way when it comes to feeling, all right? What I'm hearing is do not run away from your body. Do not dismiss what comes your way. I'm seeing waves and waves coming, but I'm also seeing I'm seeing a ice cube and it's melting. Okay, all right, makes sense. So there's a lot about emotions. There's a lot about embracing transformation, embracing transmutation of energies. Okay, I see the number 8 once again is Scorpio. So when we're talking about the 8th house is Scorpio, we're talking about death and rebirth. We're talking about partnerships, money, trauma, inheritance, taxes, insurance. We're talking about unconscious patterns, sometimes dealing with some kind of crises or fears. You might be having to deal with loans or debts, paperwork related to that. Um, some of you might be feeling a little bit of discomfort or feeling like obsessive over past situations, present situations, but that energy of obsession can be present. And then there's the money of others, or money you earn, money you own. So yeah, a house is Scorpio. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, so this energy is very Plutonian. All right, my loves. There's an aspect to the 8th house, which is magic. Okay, your capacity to become the magician. All right. And so I see a number 5, and I see a person praying. Yeah, there's a lot of praying. I can hear it. It's honest. And this is about heart desires. This is about like, okay, I've been dealing with all of these changes, and there's a sense of not knowing where to go, on how to go about things. There's a sense of like, I've been waiting for direction, but I just, for some reason, I cannot hear it. And there might be some kind of crisis. Yeah. So what I'm hearing is that this energy, right, is meant to bring healing. All right. There's a need to really embrace our emotions. I see the number 919, so angel number 919, 919. Yeah, okay. I see the number 78. I see initial A, or this is like LA or IA. I see a question mark. Question mark. I see a number 1419. 1989, 1974, 1977, 79, 2000, 18, and 1981. Okay, so all right, zodiac signs, we have Scorpio, We have Pisces. We have Taurus because there's many fours too. We have Libra energy. We have Gemini, Cancer. Okay, what else? Mother Earth, please speak to us. Speak to us. I see the Five of Swords. There's a sense of conflict, feeling conflicted about certain things or experiencing conflicts. I see number 12, so 12 house Pisces. Okay. Pay attention to your unconscious, to revelations in your dreams. The 12th house is about self-undoing. It's about paying attention to limitations, self-imposed limitation. It's about losses, okay? It's about self-sabotage and addictions, escapism, hospitals, foreign land. It's about endings and karma, but it's also the house of spirituality. So there is some situations related to a 12th house here that needs to be brought into awareness. Okay. See lots of water coming in, a storm, the perfect storm. The storm is coming in to shake things up, to help you move through some changes. I'm hearing for some of you disassociation. Okay, there's some kind of disassociation, and there's a need to break free from some self-sabotage or protections that are keeping you in a cycle, for some of you, of confusion or stagnancy, or repeating cycles. There's a lot of music. I see the Fool. I see you wanting to move forward and towards someone or a family or a place. And I see a fire, and there's an ancestor making fire, or this is you working with fire, but there's fire. And there's going to be a reunion. I see it happening. So if some of you are hoping to reunite, or going to a retreat or a foreign land, or yeah, something like that is here for sure. I'm hearing a desk, and so for some of you there's a relocation or an opportunity to move somewhere and a new job or a new position. I see Aries energy here. I'm hearing, who am I? Who am I? So who am I without that? So there's a lot of thinking about who am I, right? Who am I? I feel that that's about your self-worth. I see a rune, and this is the rune of prosperity and wealth. There's a fish, and yeah, this is about resources that are coming in, okay? The 7th house Libra. 7th house Libra, partnership, justice. This is about contracts, legal matters, fairness, business and partnership, so contracts, relationship dynamics. So yeah, okay. For some of you, there might be a connection, okay? Someone is coming. This can be someone new, or like I said, a reunion. All right. We're done with this. Okay, cool. Let's continue. So this is what we're going to do now. We're going to use our tarot. All right, more messages for my beloved family. Okay. Please speak to us about present energy. So we have the 10 of Swords with the Sun in Libra, reverse. So when it's reversed, it is because we are working through these. There's a lot of There's a lot of internal work, or there's a need to go into the spiritual, into the mental, the emotional, and into the physical. So there are layers and layers in order to remove the sources that are affecting our heart or our capacity to open up. There's an aspect to the moon. Then we have gain. So this is Venus. Okay, the 9 of disc, or the 9 of Pentacles, reverse 2. This is speaking of balancing masculine and feminine energies, looking at details in order to bring harmony to different areas of our life. Because we have the energy of Virgo, and Virgo is about details. Virgo energy, let me see, is 6th house. So it's our routines, our daily life. It's about habits, health, fitness, organization, service to others, enemies, illnesses, injuries, great gains, our service to others. Virgo is I serve. It's Mercury. It's our capacity to problem solve, to attend to our lives from a place of harmony. Libra, right? Let's see. Queen of Wands. She's the Queen of Transformation. The Queen of Wands energy is very fiery. There's a lot of, I know how to attend to my life. I know how to transform. I know what needs attention. I know the solutions. You know, the Queen of Wands is not waiting for anyone. The Queen of Wands is going after what she desires. She's taming impatience. She's taming instant gratification. She's taming, you know, the animal, that those aspects of us that, you know, so sometimes it's just that they just want easy things, and or yeah, parts of us that bypass, or who are in unhealthy competition or in comparison. You know, Queen of Wands is like, I know my worth, and I know that if I want something long term, I need to reevaluate. I need to be in alignment. I need to review what needs to be transformed. Well, here comes the devil, right? The devil, success reverse. This is Moon in Taurus. Then we have more Venus in Aries. Okay. So like I said, right? The Queen of Wands is here, the divine feminine, to say, who am I? Who am I? I know that I have the capacity to transform my current situation. So let me go within and see what is blocking me from truly manifesting success. And now when we're talking about success, everybody have their own idea, perception, perspective, definition of what success is. So I don't know you, I don't know your life, right? I don't know what is it that you're working through manifesting your life. However, we have the devil here, all right? So the devil speaks of illusions, the stories and narratives we tell ourselves, right? That keep us in bondage, that keep us believing that we don't have what it takes to move forward, to truly experience a life of abundance and prosperity. These two energies that speaks of masculine and feminine working together to manifest harmony, right? This is abundance and prosperity. And so some of you are working through having to face some shadows. There's some aspects of you who are holding on to narratives that are no longer serving you, right? The thing here is that this is the moon. There's an aspect to the moon here that might be blocking you from truly seeing or experiencing your self-worth. In that this Taurus moon, right? The moon in reverse. So Taurus moon can be immature, Taurus moon can be overly attached to superficiality. Taurus moon, when, let's say, reverse or not in alignment, these people can become very cold, very detached. They can be very wrapped in themselves. Me. It's all about me. There's a lot of still ego because I'm seeking validation, approval. I'm trying to fit in. So there's some energies here related to that, right? And remember, we are all working through understanding our light and our shadow, okay? So Venus in Aries is saying, who are you? Yes, and this is about taming those lower instincts. You know what I mean? Aspects of ourselves that have been existing in survival too. So what happens when we get out of survival? We become more peaceful. We become more solid in our foundations. We understand that we don't have to be doing tricks, that we don't have to be acting from our shadow. When we are aware of a shadow, we have the capacity to pause, reevaluate, right? And say, hey, little devil, you little shadow, we don't have to act this way any longer. You're not controlling me. I don't need that. There's a bigger picture. Okay, why would I chase instant gratification when I know that that is just temporary? Then I will feel empty again, right? So there's the energy here is really about balancing things. We're still working through healing some wounds, right? Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this oracle and ask for more messages, sorry, related to, I have a lot of energy coming in my feminine, and so excuse me if you feel like there's a little bit of hesitancy. I don't know, there's something about my speech right now. I can feel it because I feel the energy moving. Anyways, this oracle brings clarity about, let's say, shadow. So shadowy. Okay. Emotions in the body. Unprocessed emotions often manifest physically. Listen to what your body is telling you. Reclaiming your body. If past wounds has disconnected you from your body, it is time to come home to yourself. That's an aspect to this Taurus moon. And to Virgo energy too. Embracing uncertainty, not knowing what is next, is not failure. It is an opportunity for reinventation. And so if some of you are dealing with that energy, because I'm seeing the person praying that it was in the coffee cup, like if you're dealing with that sense of like, why are things not moving? What's going on? You're being supported by the mother. You're being supported by your ancestors. You're being given the opportunity to go into meditation, to practice your transmutation, to do your writing, your praying, to go and seek within yourself to find what needs to be addressed, what needs to be loved, what needs to be nurtured. The guilt trap, releasing unnecessary guilt, self-blame keep you chained to cycles of suffering. Okay. We have the veils between worlds. Connect with ancestors and guides. Their wisdom will illuminate your healing path. So some of you, and most of us, I'm gonna say, including myself, we're being called to, connect even deeper with our ancestors. We have surrender to change. Resistance creates suffering. Flow with transformation rather than against it. The energy of surrendering. We have abandonment echoes. Recognize where feelings of rejection stem from. Trust that you are never truly alone. And these two more. Strength in vulnerability. True courage is allowing yourself to be seen even in your most raw state. And anger within. Anger is a teacher, not an enemy. Explore its roots rather than suppressing it. Okay, beautiful. Let's use some tea leaves now. Listen, you guys, healing is not linear. And, some people who are like, some people are obsessed with healing, And listen, well, you can have your perception, your perspective, right? But life is going to present you always with opportunities for growth. We don't have to call it healing. I'm just gonna say, if you are here listening to this video, right? Ask yourself, what aspects of your life need growth? What aspects of your life need evolution? How do you feel about avoidance? How do you feel about healthy independence? How do you feel about where you at in your life? How are your relationships reflecting to you where you at? What needs support? What needs new learning? Can we look at the bigger picture of the world with being called to prepare, right? So there's so much more to this journey, and I feel like some people sometimes are making comments online like, hey, oh, don't worry, like, I feel, this is how I feel, and I'm just feeling guided to say this for some reason. When people are settling down, they usually start to project that onto others, because the moment you see others accelerating, it's gonna freaking trigger you. And so, sometimes we're gonna meet those people who are settling, and because I'm not doing anything, I'm just here in this little comfort, in this bubble, telling myself that all is well, while my life needs attention. Like, they will want to do the same. Like, I don't want to say manipulate. Sometimes it's conscious, sometimes it's unconscious, sometimes it's just ignorance. But people do those kind of things, so just pay attention. I just felt guided to speak about that. Okay. Both money or property through an inheritance, winning or windfall. All right, the ladder, climbing towards success. All right, beautiful. Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. This is very positive, you guys. Money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. What? Dragon, be aware of self-delusion. Exactly, self-delusion. Some people have that. School, hidden secrets can harm you. Yeah, that's 12th house. Our secret enemies, the stories we tell ourselves that keep us settling and avoiding and not evolving. And last one, Beetle, good fortune. Listen, you guys, this reading and this channel messages have been amazing. I just want to give you my gratitude. Please know that I honor you and I have reverence for all that you do and all that you are. And thank you for being here. I know the type of people I attract. I don't mess around when it comes to honoring the sacredness and the continuation of what my ancestors have been working on. I am truly here to serve you and to serve Mother Earth. So may you be blessed on your journey. I'm wishing you a beautiful, beautiful journey ahead. Keep on going, keep evolving. All right, peace and love. I'm out. Ciao, ciao.